my god. I'm not even doing an intro for this. I'm not doing an intro. Look. Look, they have a baby. The elephants have a baby. This is beautiful. This is just beautiful. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, guys. Hello and welcome to the next episode of the Final Fantasy XIV experiment. Togo. My beautiful boy. Can I help you? What can I help you with, sir? Nothing? You just wanted to scream? Okay, I'm gonna try again, Tog. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of the Final Fantasy XIV Togo. Togo, I'm doing it again. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Final Fantasy XIV experiment, the next episode with Sonja, our side quest queen. We are making steady progress toward our first stopping point at Sastasha, but it is going to be quite a while, so we better get this thing going. Let's do this. Okay, I literally have no quests. I've just realized I have no quests at all. Oh, it looks like we have one right there with Drybone. And there are some other quests I can pick up. Perfect. Let's, in the spirit of the challenge, Drybone can wait. Let's see what the Help Me Lord of the Dance quest is for us. Okay. Psst, you there. Yes, darling, you. They say you're the last with the brass. Well, they call me that too, but for a different reason. Name's Pamolmin, and I earn my keep as a dancing girl in these markets. Aye, it's a living, and a good one, but it's not exactly what I set out to be when I bid farewell to the mud flats. I know, isn't that the way the tale curls? Still, I should like to be one of those dancers, Dexter. You know, the sort they engage for the grand balls. To be a dancer of craft, not mere wiles, and keep company in high society. Of course, I'd have to learn a proper sort of dancing, less shimmy, more stately. That's where you come in, darling, because I've got a quarry for you to track down. They say a dancing master named Gillenau is in town. All the highborn ladies are aflutter wanting to take lessons with him. He's the best, and that's the word. This is my chance to be something finer than Minnie the Minx. Go to the steps of Thal and ask around about him, would you? I would love to do that, but before I do that, let me go down to the Huggy Guild and make sure I get my next job quest. And it looks like I've got a beautiful blue quest here from Hammond, who's in dire need of cheering up. Oh, it's you, Sonja. I'm sorry, but I don't have anything to teach you, if I ever did at all. You're far better off training under a Chuchito. You'll find her over yonder, just leave me be. I was so hopeful that seeing you improve in leaps and bounds would spur Master Hammond out of his doldrums. It seems more must be done. Perhaps the end result is not so important as the manner in which you get there. In other words, if you were to train precisely as Master Hammond once did, overcome the selfsame challenges that he did in his youth, I dare say it would stoke the fires of his fighting spirit. Listen well, Sonja. Master once told me that he used to refine his combinations by provoking deadly creatures into unleashing their fury upon him. For this purpose, he often went to the southern part of Drybone to fight the hornet clouds there. To this day, the tree trunks that he struck to stir the Vilekin from their hives bear the mark of his fists. I want you to seek out these trees and do as Master Ammon once did. Strike them with the boot-shine combo and fight the hornet clouds that emerge. Once you've felled enough of these creatures to collect 3 of their stingers, return here and present them to Master Hammond. They'll remind him of better days, I'm sure of it. Fantastic. And I do believe it might be beneficial for us to go to the side quest in town prior to heading out to Drybone. So let me just head over there. Oh, Sasota has something. Oh, of course I know where Master Gillino is. Don't you see these roses on my cheeks and the ever-so-slight droop in my supple carriage? I've just come from practice. You can stop wondering who the belle of the ball is to be next moon. With what Master Gillino taught me, I've no doubt that I'll dazzle the masses. Where can you find him? Well, I ought not to say, but oh, why not? You should find him on Hustings Strip. He said he was headed to the airship landing. Okay, so we'll head toward the middle area now. Master Gillino? Oh, it's lovely what he teaches, but straight as the gate, my good lady. He's very choosy about whom he teaches. You must dance for him and show some innate quality. Why, he wouldn't even accept Master Gigaruju's diamond-crusted crumpet, and she was quite the danseuse already. Okay, so I think I have to go, like, make a right at the turn, and then make a left, and then go up the stairs, I think? This is not confusing at all, so I'll go here, and then up the stairs. Yeah, okay, we're getting somewhere, Thank you, Ul'dah. Oh, but he should be nearby. This circle is pretty close. I walked right past her. Luscious lady. Are you another one of Master Gillino's camp followers? So cute. You know he's from Kurthus, don't you? Travels the world teaching the art of dance. They say he was the youngest dancing master ever to lead the lance, that he had a large estate, a fine stable, and a coat of crown sable. Why anyone would leave all that is beyond me. When I think about it, it always gives me shivers, you know. Why, if he weren't leaving Ul'dah today, I'd consider permitting him the pleasure of my person. Oh, don't look so shocked. Mayhap when he returns. Alright, and it looks like he's going to be down at the end of the hallway near the airship landing, just as our Lalafell friend told us. Master Gillino, I am he. That you are an adventurer is apparent, but what business brings an adventurer to a dancing master, I wonder? Tut, you will not answer where no question has been asked. It is the feet that must persuade, not the tongue. Now dance for me. Alright, so I'm going to make sure he's targeted and dance. Oh, I'm in a loading screen. Let's see what we have. Oh my. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. The vessel is rude, but the wine within may yet be fined. Unfortunately, there is much call on my time, and I am bound for another land. I'll make a dancer out of you when next I return to this city. There you are. Heard anything good? Hope you're not wasting time with that looker there. Oops. Oh, Master Gillino, I'm Pomolmin, the danseuse, and I would speak with you. It is my greatest desire to become a dancer dexter and perform at a grand ball. Please, my lord, won't you teach me?
So, it is not the adventurer who wishes to tread the parquet, but the stammering maiden. Child, I sift people to find dancers, do you understand? Then let us see whether you can master these steps.
That's how they do it in high society, huh? I can be the last with class. Just watch.
Did he shrug? Hideous, grotesque, your dancing stands alongside the calamity and its horror. Oh my God.
Well, those words might cow your highborn ladies, Master Gillino, but where I come from, we take our lumps and keep on twirlin'. Now what exactly didn't you like?
Child, you rely overmuch on appearances. You go from pose to pose, pleasing to pleasing. That is not dance, but crude fascination. Adventurer, look sharp and take your turn on the floor.
I can't take my eyes off of you. I mean, you're not exactly good. You'd be picking rotten orange pits out of your eyebrows if you did that at the market, but it's a story, isn't it? A dance is a story, and I have nothing to say. Because I haven't lived, just made a living.
Ay, child, ill-glazed eyes are easy to please, and you have squandered these years striking your poses when you could have learned a craft. Still, you have courage, I'll warrant that. I weary of teaching so many who may have lived, but in ways too alike. I wonder if you have courage enough. Do you dare start anew, to be a dancing girl no longer, to learn a true craft?
I dare. I will learn the craft of adventuring. Do you adventure for fun or gain? Do you have to be very good with weapons? Those moves you make with your arms, is that some fighty thing? I want what you've got, darlin'. The way to the grand ball is through quests and dungeons. I'll learn to slug, and I'll learn to dance. Thank you, milady, thank you. I'm off to the Adventurers Guild. You've taught me so much, and I'll never forget that dance you showed me.
Did she choose a mere adventurer over me, master among masters? My airship departs the strange city soon. Dance your rude yet puissant dance, adventurer. Mayhap you will effect more aspirants as you did Pomolmin. Ha! And mayhap I shall hang up my dancing shoes and start anew.
I have earned ball dance. Very cute, very cute. Okay, so now we must go to, it looks like, oh, Camp Drybone that I am not yet attuned to on Sonja. Let me go grab that MSQ piece from Raubon, just in case he also sends me to Camp Drybone on the off chance there.
Listen well, Sonja. This will take some time to explain. I've prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. "5 years ago, we looked on powerless as our brothers and sisters were taken from us at Carteneau, first by the Garleans, then by the thrice-damned primal called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrades, and of the warriors of light, of whom no trace remained. The tragedies of the calamity are not so easily forgotten, nor should they be. In remembering all we've lost, we're reminded of what we still have, and so I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Carteneau with a memorial service honoring the fallen. It is my hope that my counterparts in the Alliance will agree to do the same. And I would bear you my word, and I would have you bear my words to them as my personal envoy. Why you? Because your deeds mark you out as the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. I can think of none more worthy of the role. The question is, will you accept it?" "Sure." "Then it is agreed. You will journey to Gridania and Limsa as my official representative. Now that's a great many malms to travel, but I've neither the time nor the patience to wait around while you do it on foot." "I hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connecting the 3 city-states. This pass serves as proof of your privilege." Gone are the days when airship travel was available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attack has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern for public safety. These passes are only granted when circumstance demands it, as in this case. Though there were others who insisted you be granted one regardless. Aye, Sonja, I am not alone in seeing it. Your potential is plain. But I have said enough. In the name of the Sultana, I bid you go forth. See for yourself the wonders of the realm for which the warriors of light risked all. Rise to your calling and fulfill your promise. And should your path be barred by man or beast, strike fast and true, for victory belongs to the bold. Now go, Sonja, and heed the crystal's guidance should you ever lose your way. Alright, let's go talk to Momodi. Oh, actually, I lied. Let's go to Camp Drybone, because that's what I said we were going to do. Camp Drybone is in Eastern Thanalin, so I need to get to Central Thanalin, which I can do this way. Eastern Thanalin, which means we have sort of gotten to a spot where we have a few more side quests, so we'll explore Eastern Thanalin before we get going to do some of the Ul'dah envoy quests. So I'll head toward Camp Drybone to get the Aetheryte and pick up those side quests. Alright, so let's see what we have here in Drybone. It looks like we have a Levmet named Popo Nagu, who I love. Look how cute you are. Let's see what you have for us. Good evening to you, adventurer. I'm Popo Nagu, representative of the Adventurers Guild. I have a number of fine guild leves in my possession, which I will gladly allow you to undertake, if you prove yourself sufficiently capable, that is. You see, protocol dictates that I administer a trial guild lev. Until you complete it, I grant you no more. How about this task? Review the details and tell me if you're up for the challenge.
Despite the fact that Sultanate law clearly forbids any and all business dealing with the beast tribes deemed hostile, a goblin merchant has chosen to ignore the law and peddle his wares to the Ul'dah. The brass blades cannot allow this and seek adventurers to locate the merchant and bid him cease. He is, however, by no means to be hurt. Goblins are considered harmless and have been granted leave to conduct commerce within the city-state, so we ask that adventurers simply lead him away from the Ul'dah towards lands in central Thanalin. I will accept it. Very good. You need merely beckon to the gullible goblin Guttrick's sliver picks to help lead him to his destination. Use the beckon emote to lead Guttrick safely to the destination. You may find it convenient to add the emote to your hotbar before beginning the guild lev. Alright, I am going to pick these quests up as well. Looks like 22C has stuff for us. Are you come to grieve, miss? Have you lost someone dear? Ah, I see. Simply another fair adventurer come to our outpost. Well, in that case, I've an adventure for you. What say you make for the plains to the east and carve me up 5 cuts of sirloin from some Myotragus nannies? We're tending a wounded man at the inn who is close to death. We would like nothing more than to give him a feast of nice, juicy Myotragus sirloins for what might be his last meal. Once you have the sirloins, take them directly to Sister Zozaru at the inn. Looking for a bit of work, are we? Well, it just so happens I'm looking for someone to put down some mongrels. 7 of the beasts. The bloody things have nearly overrun the area to the southwest of here. They attack the locals, livestock, aught that moves. You needn't show the foul things any mercy. Right. It looks like I'm really close to where Guttrick's is supposed to be, so I'm going to open my menu here, and I'll activate my Lev quest. Oh, I see him. Okay, so where do I need him to go? Safely to the specified location, which is... All dogs go to hell, keeping the spirit alive. What am I doing? The Law 1? A Dying Wish? Oh, there. Okay. Okay, use the beckon. Okay, beckon. Too far away. Oh, come on, bud. Pink Pony Club. I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Many, many thanks, Uplander, but Guttrix will be back for more busy deals. Good for you, Guttrix. Let's return to the Levmet. I see the desert heat wasn't too much for you. Here's your reward. See that you don't spend it all at the pub. Bonus has been awarded based on difficulty and speed of completion. And with that, you've fulfilled the requirements. You're free to partake of my guild levs at will. There's always work to be done here in Camp Drybone. Whatever your talents, I have no doubt that you'll find someone in need and willing to pay. Good evening to you, adventurer, and a fine evening it is, I say. A fine evening for a Lev quest. Let's see what we have for our Battlecraft Levs. Going for goat. Yes, chocobos are quick, strong, and reliable, but with their narrow backs, they can only bear so much burden. But I ask you this, what if one were to train a larger beast, such as an old goat? Over twice the cargo could be hauled with half the number of animals. Profits would double, nay triple, overnight. I must test my theory immediately, but as a mere merchant, do not have any means of taming and pacifying an old goat of my own. There's good coin to be made for any adventurer who might help me in seeing my dream realized. The Lich Yard of the Church of Saint Adamalandama is the final resting place for those who do not have the means to see their bodies interred in the Sultanate's great stone mausoleums. We prove salvation in death for those who could not find the same in life. We ask no coin of those who seek our aid, and conduct our work solely with the alms provided us by the city-state's few philanthropists. Charity, however, is a rare virtue in Ul'dah, and our visitors are forced to forego many of the luxuries, such as a proper headstone or an embalming, that the wealthy are granted upon their passing. This inequity can kindle flames of wrath, which can ultimately prevent a soul from completing its journey to the realm of Thal. These souls must needs be cleansed of their anger, so that they may find peace, and we at the Lich Yard seek adventurers to aid us in doing so. There are those who, upon death, are for whatever reason unable to make the journey to Thal's realm. These wrathful souls remain trapped in the realm of Nuld, where they roam aimlessly, blinded by rage until they happen across an innocent victim. And well, the outcome is oft too gruesome to put to parchment. We servants of the traitors wish only to see the tormented back on the proper path, but require the aid of martially inclined adventurers to do so, for the only way to release the undead from this realm is to first break the bond the soul has with its decaying corporeal counterpart. Only then can we conduct the remaining rites to see the soul at peace. Several mischievous shape-shifting imps charged with setting over 100 different fires, many of which led to deaths of humble farm folk, have escaped from their inescapable cell at the Marasaya pit. After conducting a realm-wide search to capture the villainous void scent, the Brass Blades believe they are finally cornered somewhere in Drybone. To ensure that they don't let the criminals slip through their fingers, the Blades are seeking adventurers to assist in the search process, which involves collecting firefly abdomens and casting them on tuco-tucos, any of which could be an imp, to dissolve the creature's glamours. Okay, I've taken all of the lev quests that are available here, and we are going to run and pick up these other side quests as well, and then we are gonna have some completion to do. You have troubled yourself to come all this way. I wonder if I might not trouble you a bit further. As you well know, we keep a lich yard here. The scent of death's decay draws The scent of death's decay draws blowfly swarms, which are unclean as they are unwelcome. Slay 5 of these pestilent swarms, and the church will be in your debt. Be welcome to the Church of Saint Adamalandama. I am Sister Arel. I gather you are on no pilgrimage. You look to be an adventurer. If so, might I impose on you to help tend the lich yard while you're here? The graves here far outnumber who we keep them. Alone, we cannot possibly do all that needs to be done. Would you see to gathering up old offerings currently lying about outside? I made note of at least 6 during my last rounds. All right. Let's do some side quests, and then once I do this lev over here, I'll run up and grab that as well. Up for Sonja's side sash. Were you able to gather the old offerings? Thank you. Would that there were naught else to be done. I must see to collecting weathered vases, urns, and ewers before long. The dead sleep soundest in a tidy grave. I have no shortage of work to offer, should you care to take it. Speak to me again whensoever you feel so compelled. So you wish to honor the dead once more? Excellent. Make offerings of these Nymea lilies at some of the simpler graves in the lich yard. The poor souls died alone, you see, with no one left to grieve for them. There are 5 such graves scattered about the lich yard that I would have you tend to. And remember, friend, mind your surroundings and pay the proper respect with each bundle of lilies. You're all they have. Oh, sorry. Thank you, friend. If the swarms were to spread their pestilence at the church unchecked, before long we would need to mourn the mourning. For the time being, at least, the grieving can pray in peace for their dead to cross over safely. Thal bless you. Let's see what else we... Oh, got another quest. Was that him? No. Am I missing? Is the... Oh, it must be over by that woman. Let's look. Oh, yeah, it is. It's the small child. Sorry. You're one of them venturer folk, ain't you? I'd be much obliged for a little help. I'd like to make a tombstone for my kid sister what passed, you see, but I ain't got the gil to get it done. I hear there's nice rocks for the taking a ways from here, but I ain't old enough to fend off no beasts or such. Was hoping for a bit of cloud marble. She would have really liked that. Crops right up to the ground to the east of here. If you could find a bit and see it to Brother Esmore, me and my sis be ever so grateful. I would love to do that, small child. I would love to do that. Have my thanks. No doubt the souls of the departed can take some small comfort in the care you have shown their graves. In days gone by, the lich yard was a small, humble plot, but that all changed after the calamity. The dead grew in number, and so the yard grew with them. It is still simple, despite its size. Of course, it's the same simplicity that keeps it from becoming more of a priority for the order. We can ill afford to assign adequate numbers to its keeping, just as we cannot charge the poor to be buried. Yet that does not stop the many who come calling to see their dead put to rest here. Those few of us who tend the yard haven't the time to see to offerings piety demands. The simple graves you visited belong to those who died alone. Let us pray the sweet fragrance you delivered grants some modicum of relief from their solitude, even for a short while. Okay, so I've landed in my Death with Indignity area here, so I'm going to go into my journal, go for Death with Indignity, and initiate my beautiful Lev quest at a +4. The discrepancy between your current level... Oh. Interesting. So if you're too high level for a Lev quest, it penalizes you as well. Like, even if you increase it +4. Because I'm 2 levels above 19, which is the recommended. Interesting. I have a duty complete. I'm not going to return to the Lev Met because I'm actually in the area for another Lev quest, which is going for Goat. I'm going to initiate that one. Again, my discrepancy is too high, which is good to know. Alright, so we need to hit this guy and then attempt pacification when he's low enough on health. So, soothe. Oh, a treasure coffer. Let me grab that before I get the billy goat. Those can be mighty helpful. Oh, but not for me, it would seem. Alright, so we have completed that left thing. And we have, I saw, yep, some Myotragus nannies here that we can body real quick and then initiate our next Lev quest. If I could get on this rock, we could. There we go. And I'm now inside the bubble for a simple solution. Let's initiate that one. Alright, we have some Drybone Tuco. And it looks like it's turned into a mischief maker. Okay. Is there a Tuco around here somewhere? Not seeing one. I might have to go up there. I sure do. No, that's just another firefly. Alright, go up here. Go up here. Find a Tuco. A treasure chest. Oh! 3 imps in a row. I didn't even need to wait. And there I go. I have successfully completed that duty. We are going to stay here because we are directly on top of our next Lev quest. The way we did this was impeccable. It's almost like I planned it. I did not. Don't worry. Alright, we are going to do the Enterprise underneath and initiate this bad boy. Oh, some magic bones. Okay, I have completed all of our Lev quests. Let's return to the Lev Met, just for the heck of it. And turn these in. Alright, let's collect some rewards. Oh, I got an achievement. All the more region to Lev 1. 5 points. Uphill battle 1. 5 points. Alright. And it looks like we have one more that we haven't done yet. A Gridanian merchant was to arrive in Ul'dah today to discuss a long-term shipping agreement with the 77 caravans, but even as the 24th bell struck, he had yet to arrive at the agreed-upon meeting place. We fear that he may be incapacitated and require an escort to complete the remainder of his journey. A reward will be paid to any adventurer who will locate the merchant and deliver him safely to the immortal flames. Right, let me turn in a dying wish here as well. Which might be... Oh, nope. It looks like it's in... here. There she goes. Here's Zozoru. And there are your sirloins, Queen. Oh, no. My Atreus sirloins, I take it 2-2C has sent you. Thank you for your efforts, my friend. But I fear you were too late. The man for whom these steaks were meant to succumb to his wounds just moments ago. Pray do not despair. He feasts with Thal now, and Thal has seen the good in you this day. Okay, so we'll let 2-2C know. Unfortunate. Dead, is he? You did a good thing, friend. No use fretting over the order in which things pass. What matters is that they do pass, and nothing that passes goes unseen by the gods. There is a graveyard just near Drybone. A lot of folk bring their dead and dying this far. Many just dump them here to spare themselves the trouble of and cost of a burial. This poor soul at least had a family that rushed to his side. Count him lucky for that. 'Twas just his time to heed Thal's call. Best to let it go and move on. There's business what needs doing. Plots, graves, embalming, tombstones. Nothing in life is free, not even death. Oh, Tatusi has another quest for us. Let's pick it up. Back for more, are you? Good. Now riddle me this. In a camp such as ours, so close to a graveyard, what do you think sells faster than we can stock? Aye, flowers. To the east of here lies the remains of an enormous gooboo, and so many plants sprout around it that you would think you'd found the black shroud in the middle of Thanolin. Some say the gooboo came down from the mountains at the time of the calamity and carried with him the seeds that became all of those plants. But then all I'm really after is 3 sprigs of Althic lavender. Seems simple enough, right? Okay, I'm gonna check my gear. Oh, it looks like I do have at least new gloves I can put on. I got some goat skin mitts. Very nice, very nice. And I am going to end this episode right here. We will continue our side quest journey in Eastern Thanolin in the next episode with Sonja. Thank you guys for hanging out today. Again, I will see you next week with Sonja. It has been awesome. Bye. Yeah, bye everyone. Bye.